Hey guys, this is episode 6 of the All Chat podcast. Today we're going to talk about the Avengers, superheroes, the leak that Walmart Canada gave all of us, which is super nice of them. And depending on how long that goes, we'll have a little bit of games Jordan's soft for.
Completely soft.
Let's go ahead and get into it. I am Brandon. I have Nixon here, who's our engineer helping us out with everything. Then I also have Jordan.
Hey guys, it's me, Jordan.
And I have Joe.
I'm the evil tween of Jeff. Go F.
Yeah, go F. Yes, it's true.
This is our ASMR episode,
yeah.
So we're going to try to make this as sexy as possible for y'all.
I'd prefer not to. I'm just trying not to scream because I'm very loud.
Yeah, of course.
But the first thing I want to talk about, I know we talk about Fortnite a lot. We talk about PUBG a lot. We're not talking about that shit anymore. I'm just talking about the significance, that Thanos is in the game now and how pretty massive that is for a Disney Marvel property to be in just a random free-to-play game. And, I guess for me, the thing is, how does a business deal like that, like what do you think they get out of that?
I'm just curious about the process, like how much, because like there's a lot of like copyright and everything behind it. Like I think it's because how did it start? It was the two guys,
the
Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers. I think it was the Russo.
Yeah.
That they played Fortnite while they were making Avengers, and so I guess
they were editing Avengers.
Editing Avengers, and I guess they just got in contact. Like, but I feel obviously there's more to it than that. But
there has to be much more to
crazy.
it.
Well, not necessarily. They may have just tried to say that they were fans. I mean, it's the Russo brothers. Right now, they can't do any wrong. 3 of the top grossing and popular movies for Marvel have all been done by them.
Yeah, no.
Winter Soldier, Civil War,
Loved Winter Soldier.
now Infinity War.
Yeah,
I mean, they're kind of golden at this point. If someone says the Russo brothers are on the phone and they'd like to talk to you, guess what you do?
Yeah.
You answer that.
I guess for me the thing is just the fact that Disney, it seems like they're a lot more strict with their policies and stuff like that, like their IPs and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like it may or may not be true, but like Nintendo, for instance, I think Bowser is going to be in Wreck-It Ralph 2. I think, but there was a thing that I saw online that was like that they had to like send the script over to Nintendo. They had to proof it. They had to make sure there was all these different things that they had to do to make sure that Bowser was being portrayed properly because it's Bowser.
I mean, yeah. And not to just change it into like a movie. I mean, this isn't a movie podcast.
Yeah.
But to get like there are movies like Ready Player One that require so many properties that you have to go out. You get somebody to call up every single different property you want to use to see if you can.
I'm just saying as far as like strictness goes.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo is very strict about their stuff as well. But it just seems like Disney is more so like that because they want to protect the Disney license. I guess maybe because it's Marvel. Yeah. And it's not it's not exclusively Disney. You know?
And it's well, the thing is, feasibility of it's a single character in a single game that is not story driven.
That's true.
It's also epic.
That's true. And it's a limited run thing too.
Exactly. Limited run.
I mean, they definitely
very limited in how it's impacting the game.
Yeah.
Very, very limited impact on, but it's great PR too, because it just not that Infinity War needs PR, but I mean, Fortnite's the game everyone's talking about, so why not
with
have our
the
characters
success of Fortnite?
And the success of Infinity War too. There's not really a downside.
This is a good idea. We should do this. So.
All upside, no real downside.
Yeah. The other thing as far as the superheroes go is that Square Enix is working, with air quotes, working on an Avengers game.
Yeah.
There's been nothing said about it. We just know that there is an Avengers game coming by them.
Well, a couple, right? I think there are 2 of them that there's being made.
I think
multiple, because they pretty much, they're basically like EA is to Star Wars at this point. They're kind of like have exclusive exclusive rights to a lot of that Marvel stuff as it goes to video games.
Yeah, like it says it's just called the Avengers project. And it seems, I'm just reading this random article here on IGN that says it will be an online third-person action-adventure game.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's more than likely why they shut down Marvel Heroes.
Yeah. I like Marvel Heroes
Marvel
too.
Heroes is
I played the shit out of that game. Bring that shit back, gazillion.
So they wanted to close that, and that's not happening.
I like that game a lot.
So you know it's going to be online, right? Like that has to be the case.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that's it. Everybody complains about shit like that. In this day and age, is that really so bad? How often are you anywhere without internet?
I guess
how often are you playing games without internet?
No,
That's
I mean, doesn't the Xbox One require internet? Wasn't that I thought that was like the thing.
That was like
that bad.
That was anyway. Regardless,
and it still guess what? It still happens because most games require internet today anyway.
Yeah,
so that thing people got all pissed about and gave Microsoft for still happens.
It's not necessarily a bad thing because obviously that's just how it works nowadays. But it's not what I want to see. I guess there was an old project a while back that was an Avengers game that was Left 4 Dead style. It was a first-person game. They had test footage out there. You can go find it on YouTube somewhere. But it looked so cool. You could be the Hulk, you could be Thor, you could be Iron Man, you could be Captain America, and you went out and you did story missions and stuff. And that sounds awesome to me. Yeah. And I get why they wouldn't pursue something like that nowadays. But I want to see something like that. I want to be first-person superhero.
See, I guess for me the thing is it being online is kind of crappy. Because I like a single player, like local experience. But like I was really hoping it was going to be another Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Well, that's essentially what it is. That's essentially what Marvel Heroes is the next iteration of.
Yeah, something like that, where you get to choose it. You get to switch through a roster of heroes that you could play as and stuff like that. But I guess I liked Ultimate Alliance because it was a single player thing. There wasn't an OP character that 9 people were going out as. I think Scarlet Witch, whenever she came to Marvel Heroes, she was like one of the strongest characters.
Yeah.
So everybody was playing her. You go in any zone, there were like 30 of her just flying around, killing everything, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. Games do that.
I just hope this project is just like a Lego game or something.
I mean, they got Lego Marvel Avengers,
and
dude.
it does sell. No,
yeah,
I know
and Lego Marvel superheroes.
I love the idea of like there's super hype behind it, and it's just another Lego game.
Yeah. I mean, there isn't. But I mean, I hope that does well. I mean, I hope that it's going to be good. I mean, with the success from Square Enix with Tomb Raider,
Oh yeah, Tomb Raider's
and
been blowing up.
hopefully, please let Final Fantasy VII Remake come out. Even just the first disc. Don't laugh at me, Jim.
Or even screw that. What I want to is them to work on the next Deus Ex because the last one ended on horrible cliffhanger.
That's true.
Yeah.
Those
games haven't grabbed me. I've tried both of them and they didn't grab me.
I will say Square Enix. People only think of them as the Final Fantasy guys.
Yeah.
But I would think recently, like the Tomb Raider games are some of the best games I've played.
Yeah.
They're great.
No,
the first Tomb Raider game
They're solid.
bought for $20. And I would have paid $60 for that game. Like, it was great. It was so, like, they did such a good job. Even the second one was awesome.
Yeah.
And the third one looks super dark and super twisty or whatever. But, like, to Joe's point, even with Deus Ex, the last one was awesome. I liked it a lot. And the story was really good, really well written. Everything about it was solid. So, hopefully they get recognized as not just the Final Fantasy people anymore. Because that's kind of all they had for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping now, like with this Avengers, with Deus Ex, with Tomb Raider, with anything else they decide to put out, hopefully, I mean, they'll get more clout. But with the success of Tomb Raider and Deus Ex and other projects that they've been on, I'm hoping that I have high hopes that this Avengers game will be good. I don't think that they would let it be bad. And especially because I think that would mess up the relationship that they have with Disney, a la Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like right now they have like a very strong bond because of that. So I think that Disney put their game in good hands to be like, hey, we know you guys can do it. Just do it. Maybe it's going to be a little bit more.
I feel like it definitely is going to be hard for it to be a bad game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, especially with everything a huge trend right now is superheroes. A huge, like all the Avengers movies, all the Marvel stuff that's coming up is massive. It is huge. And in that aspect, I feel like even if it weren't to be like a great game, it's going to sell. People are going to be there. People are going to always play
it's just you know that kids are going to want it because it's superheroes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I have superhero paintings hanging on my wall. I love superheroes. So it's like, I will buy it. I'll buy anything if it's got Captain America in it.
Yeah.
So I hope that's my thing because it's an online. I hope it's not like DC Universe Online where it's like you make your character and you fight alongside these superheroes. I don't want that.
You want to be.
I want to be Captain America. I want to be the Hulk. I want to rip. I want to fuck some stuff up.
And that's why I guess want something different. I want something that hasn't been done before.
It's hard though.
I know. And it's always going to be hard. I mean, everything that is made nowadays is
innovation is hard
from
though.
something else. Like it's just how it is. But I hope that they do find a way to innovate it to make it something that is completely original.
Yeah,
because that would be awesome. That's what I want to see. Absolutely.
I mean, on piggybacking off of that, there was just because there were a couple things that got leaked by Walmart.
Yeah, there was.
The Final Fantasy VII was one of them.
Good job, Walmart. Keep it up.
But so E3 basically got spoiled for everyone, which is
there goes our
which is
future
fine.
stuff that we wanted to do.
Yeah, right. There goes 2 episodes that I had planned out. Way to fucking go, Walmart.
Spoiled is a very, very loose. We knew. We were told Borderlands 3 is coming out. Yeah. That's a shock. Now Rage becoming Rage.
Yeah,
that was out of nowhere. Yeah,
and I mean, like, there's stuff on here that we don't have context for too. Like I'm looking at the list right now. The Division 2, we were told that was coming.
Yep.
There's a new Splinter Cell. We were not told about that.
I'm so excited for that.
Kevin, you were right. Kevin called a new Splinter Cell coming out.
Hell yeah, he did.
So he was right. There's a game called Insurgency Sandstorm.
That's a first-person shooter, I believe. It was based.
CS:GO mod.
Yeah. That's what it was. It was free to play, I think, for a little bit.
I didn't
that was
know
like
that.
a big thing.
And so now it's its own standalone game. It seems like.
Yeah. So we'll see if that.
The Last of Us 2, Just Cause 4. Didn't know that was coming out. Which Just Cause 3 was amazing.
Yeah, I kind of imagined it would be there for sure. You know, just because that game is huge. It's fun. It's fun as hell.
Everybody's favorite
crazy physics.
Everybody's favorite WWE 2K19.
Yep, totally.
Those wrestling games actually are a lot of fun. They really are. They're
Gears of War 5.
They just
that was something that was left with a cliffhanger on the 4th one, so you knew it was coming.
And Joe talks about this all the time, saying that what is it? How do they normally do their releases for stuff?
They generally. There's never been a Gears or a Halo in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
So that the big thing about that being leaked is that, and Halo 6 not being leaked is, what's the status of Halo 6 then?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Gears, I just can't imagine them announcing Gears this year and releasing Gears this year.
Yeah.
Because 4 is still not that far away.
And
so if they announce Gears this year and they release Gears next year,
Yeah,
and there's nothing for Halo 6 this year, that means it's 3 years from now before we see it.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Gears of War 4 came out in 2016. It's only 2018.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 2019 maybe for Gears 5 or 2020 even, and that's kind of pushing it maybe?
Let's
no,
also...
2019 sounds about right.
Yeah.
3 years, especially because they're not going to be making that many changes to the engine and stuff like that.
Yeah,
At
I
this
think that
point,
the
it's
engine is
asset
kind of...
creation and
Yeah.
tweaking.
Let's also make sure that like what we see here with the Walmart listing isn't necessarily what is going to be shown at E3.
Yeah,
you know,
no, it's not.
Everything that's in the listing is probably
we could
not.
still see Halo 6. You know, we could definitely see Halo 6.
Yeah, and that's a good point you bring up, is that everything that's on this could be a fake list. We don't know.
Oh yeah, that as well.
But I mean, like, you know, it's definitely huge.
But
It's a big thing.
The thing is too, especially with a Halo being a big property, I don't remember ever seeing an E3 press conference where Halo and Gears were in the same conference.
Yeah.
I mean,
so one of them is going. My gut tells me only one you're going to see at E3, because it's just they are cornerstone properties. You don't want them to eat up any of each other's space. You really want them to have their own time. So that, to me, that's the question that throws up, is if they do release, if they do say anything about Gears 5, you're probably not going to see anything about Halo 6. And then what does that say about Halo 6?
Especially also with them both being Microsoft.
Halo 5
you know.
was 2015.
Was that really 2015?
Yes.
God damn, it's been a while.
So we're already at the largest gap between Halo games.
Oh,
And if it's
side
delayed
note,
another couple years.
that trailer for Halo 5, I just gotta say, with the fucking Knights of Sidonia by Muse was made me so hard. It was I haven't played Halo in a while, but it was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen.
I mean, also looking at this too, there's Dragon Quest 2, which is weird to me.
A little, yeah.
Because I mean, Dragon Quest 2 came out in like 1987 or something like that. Like, it's you know, an old game, so it's like I'm not sure what that is supposed to fall under. Because Dragon Quest Heroes 2 already came out.
Might be a remake.
Yeah, I was gonna say remake, remaster.
I mean, I know Dragon Quest 11.
Are they really at 11 Dragon
Yeah.
Quests? I had no idea.
There was a Dragon Quest that came out only in Japan, as far as I know.
No clue.
And there's another one that's supposed to be coming out. I know. The only reason I know is because Kevin, I'm sure that he can tell me I'm wrong whenever he hears this or anything like that.
He will text you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, he will whenever he's editing this. Like, dude, you're an idiot. you need to have your facts together. Anyway, but it's that whole thing. Like, I know that there's one that's supposed to be coming out, so maybe that's what that is. Destiny Comet, which is like...
That's usually what they name their expansions. They're like the comets follow the major release.
The project tag.
Joe's the Bungie guy, as you can tell. He's the Xbox guy.
There was Brandon's favorite, Last of Us 2. So
oh yeah,
can't wait for that. That's gonna be
I'm not gonna get into
Nixon
that yet.
over there
I
clapping
gotta get
his
a
hands.
little more clout behind me before I start arguing Last of Us 2 or Last of Us.
We're gonna make an episode one day. All right, there's gonna be a full hour-long episode of us just talking about The Last of Us. So you better fucking wait. That's gonna happen.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We can do The Last of Us. We can do like before the second one comes out. We'll sit down and do like a spoiler cast for it.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And that's fine. I'll just sit here and be grumpy as fuck. I'll do it though. I got no issues with that. As long as if there's ever a Witcher 4, we do the same thing.
Yeah, we can do that. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, and I got very excited because on here it says Final Fantasy VII Remake. Doesn't mean it's coming out. Doesn't mean it's coming out anytime soon. Doesn't mean anything like that. But I'm just saying that it's was listed on here as maybe they're going to put a release date for the first disc because it's supposed to be episodic.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to put a release date for the first disc. Maybe. Now, I'm not saying they're going to. I'd be okay with that. I would also be okay if there was a little bit more Kingdom Hearts 3 footage because I am rock hard for that game.
I
can't wait. I love the Kingdom Hearts series.
Picking it up. I only played the first two, but that's I feel like all I needed because
this
next one looks so cool.
Every single one of them,
and it's gonna be a nostalgic trip, and I'm a sucker for nostalgia. Obviously, I mean,
I played all of them.
Something about Final Fantasy that I kind of want to talk about because I'm a filthy casual.
You are a filthy casual.
Absolutely filthy. I was never big on turn-based stuff. That was never really like my shtick. So Final Fantasy 15 though was amazing to me, and I mean that was kind of their game where they were like, hey, this is the Final Fantasy for newcomers and everyone before it.
15 was a great game,
and a little bit of me hopes that Final Fantasy 7 has gameplay like that.
So
have they talked about
to that point?
Yeah,
a long time ago, whenever they first even said anything about Final Fantasy 7 getting remake, there was a leak or there was an email or something that got spread that there was going to be two versions of Final Fantasy VII Remake that was made. There was going to be one version that was a turn-based version.
Yeah.
There was going to be one version that was an action-based version.
That's interesting.
So they were going to have
no fucking sense.
You don't think so?
It was a thing. Maybe they're going to have it where you can switch the combat style in the game and you still do it that way.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
No, I think it sounds like a good idea. Honestly,
because someone like me, I don't want the 15 battle system in Final Fantasy VII.
Of course,
I liked Final Fantasy VII. I want to play it as it was. But with better graphics.
And I understand that. Yeah, and that's like I get that aspect. But for me, because I don't know, coming from where I look at it, I want to experience that game. But I find the turn-based combat it's unappealing, and it doesn't make me want to fully get through it. And that's just I don't know. My personal view on it. So I think it'd be interesting to have I don't want them to sell like two different games. I think that is a dumb idea. I don't like that idea. But maybe the option to switch would help other people also get into it because I'm sure I'm not alone here.
That sounds like the craziest goddamn thing I've ever heard of. It's just dual making two games at the same. That's essentially what it is. It's
once
two
again,
games at the
this
same
is
time.
this allegedly.
I know,
allegedly.
I would put so little. I would put so little grains of salt to that rumor that you probably would need like a fucking micron scope to see 'em.
And this was also something that I heard years ago whenever they first announced that they were going to do it.
I don't think the Final Fantasy VII Remake's ever going to come out.
It will come out, but I'm a big fear I have for that is the fact that it's going to come out, but it's not going to be Final Fantasy VII. It's going to be Final Fantasy 13 with the Final Fantasy VII skin thrown over it, where it's going to be all linear. It's going to be all story. You're not going to have the freedom to explore. You're not going to have the freedom to do anything that made Final Fantasy VII great.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to breed chocobos. You're not going to be able to find materia. You're not going to be able to go to Golden Saucer and waste 4 days in Golden Saucer, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're only going to do story stuff. That's a big fear that I have of that, is that they're going to rip out all of the side stuff and have only the important stuff in the game, and that's
hopefully
terrible.
That's not the case. I would love to imagine they've learned and they not necessarily learned from that Final Fantasy.
I'm just hoping that they will. I'm just hoping that they won't do that. That they will just be like, no, like let's give the fans what they want.
Yeah, they want the original game, just better graphics.
Yes,
which I understand. coming from, not necessarily a fan myself.
Well, and also coming from seeing stuff like seeing Noctis and Ignis and Prompto and Gladius and the fucking world of 15, how beautiful that world was.
It was.
Just so pretty. And then all of a sudden to go back to fucking,
linear, based, stupid. All that, yeah.
It's not going to be the same. It's very hard to go.
Yeah.
It's very hard to go back and play old games because it's just.
Let's just all go watch.
Don't always hold up.
They don't always hold up.
It's all just.
You're looking at them through rose-colored glasses.
Legend of Dragoon is the one I will always go back to.
Yeah.
Love that game to the core of my soul.
But trying to play
go back and play that if you put a friggin' gun to my head.
It looks like a 6-year-old did it, and it's very much like, ooh, for the time. Oh my god! Yeah. For the time, you're like, this is beautiful, But now you look at it, you're like, oh my god.
Let's just go watch the hit film Advent Children, and I think everything will be okay.
Advent Children was very good.
I did enjoy it more than I thought I would, honestly. Those fight scenes were dope. Those are so cool.
Also on this list, you have Metroid Prime 4, which you knew was coming.
Man, I sure hope they have another trailer where it's just the logo. That'd be great.
NBA 2K19, which is
a sports game.
Whatever. Yeah. Super Smash Bros, which we already knew was coming. Borderlands 3, which we had an idea was coming.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Not sure when it would have, but we have an idea.
A game that made as much money as Borderlands, it makes absolutely no sense to make a third one.
Yeah, it's true. And then they have one listed on here, just Assassin's Creed, which we were talking about it, and we think that it may just be an actual expansion.
Yeah.
Not just like or maybe it's like the Pharaoh edition where you get everything, all the DLCs.
My money's on like a $30-$40 expansion of some kind. Something that they can say is an iteration on it without being a full-blown game. Because they've already said you're not done with the Origins.
Yeah.
It's everything has seemed to indicate that they do not want to go back into the every year we have a new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Which is
good.
That stay with this particular iteration for a little bit longer, and so that's
which is good because from what I've heard, people still love Origins.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think, has 190 hours or something into it. I think. He still loves it.
Yeah, they revamped everything. They made a leveling system. They made it's
equipment systems. Everything.
Yeah, it's a whole different game. That is good, and because of that, I would not be surprised if it's an expansion. I hope they've learned.
I hear that the protagonist is actually interesting and not
Bayek.
Nixon's got
and supporting characters like his wife and everything is supposed to be really interesting.
Bayek and Aya, their relationship was amazing. It was beautiful.
I don't think Nixon likes Assassin's Creed or something. He's got a face on right now.
I'm also a big fan of Origins.
Oh wow, okay.
Mainly because of the RPG set.
Wow.
I want my time traveling hitman back.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Listen, Desmond is dead, all right? Leave
Evolve
it
with the times, old man.
R.I.P. Desmond.
I played the first Assassin's Creed and not played one since.
Just talking Assassin's Creed, I gotta say something that I loved that I wish more games would do. The first game, everyone thought that it was gonna be set in the time they were showing. Mm-hmm. They did not tell anybody about the whole future concept, which was so cool when it was released because that's just like... Especially since you start out like that. You're like, what the fuck is happening? And it was perfect. And I wish more games would stop showing stupid shit in their goddamn trailers.
It's the same thing. Okay, so count my version of that is for Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah.
Darth Maul. Mm-hmm. Imagine you in the trailer and stuff like that, you're like, oh, Darth Maul, cool, whatever. But then as a kid, you're watching that movie and he fucking does his flip and he turns around and he turns one side of his lightsaber on and then turns the other one on.
Yeah.
You would have flipped your shit as a kid.
Would have. That was the coolest thing ever.
Because it's one of those things where it's just like, there's never been anything like that in the Star Wars universe.
You've seen the other 3 movies. They've all had one-bladed lightsabers. So you see that and you're like, oh, this guy's fucking serious.
And then he gets shot and then he gets cut in half.
People
it's
die.
One of the things, I also get it, like growing up, I'm like, oh, licensing and toys and stuff like that, of course. I bought I had the Darth Maul lightsaber.
Darth Maul's dope as hell, yeah.
So stuff like that. But it's like that was my same thing too. I really wish that games would stop showing off so much or movies would stop. Just your trailer, just be like, hey, this is like the premise. Just tell me the story. Just tell me like a 30-second snippet of the story. Cool. That's fine.
That's all I need.
Throw in some like cool gameplay a little bit, but like don't give away like something crazy like that because it just adds another level. Being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because see, for me, I don't believe in spoilers, so it's like that didn't affect me anyway. I've already read the spoilers for Infinity War, even though I haven't seen it. And I know I won't be seeing it.
Yeah,
because it's like I would just want to know. I'm curious. I have never experienced a product in which I was spoiled in some way. And that caused me to not like it. Anything that I've been spoiled, I 100% feel I wouldn't have liked it to begin with because of certain aspects of it. That's just been for me.
I've always been on the idea that spoilers don't necessarily ruin my experience.
They don't.
It's how it happens.
Yeah.
It's how these things occur. I will admit that there are some things that I don't want. I want to experience it for myself. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to like think like, okay, so then this is when this happens. I want to be able to say like, oh shit, that just happened. Like it's something, I guess, a first-hand thing for me. It's like Dark Souls games. I don't want to see anything typically when it comes to a Dark Souls game because I want to be able to go in there blind.
I get that.
It's it's just little things like that. I wish yeah.
This list isn't technically a spoiler. It's stuff that we kind of figured was coming out no matter what.
And in this day and age, it's going to, I mean, every month there's something that's getting spoiled by GameStop UK.
Stuff always gets leaked.
Or,
I think that if you are a fan of these things, if you want these games to come out, it doesn't matter if they get announced today or if they get announced 3 days before they come out. You're still going to be pumped for it. You're still going to be hyped for it. So it doesn't really matter. But other things that are on here as well is Final Fantasy VII is they have it listed on here both as Xbox One and PS4, which I didn't know about.
It's not a surprise. Final Fantasy 15 was across the board.
Yes,
so.
it is. But I think
so is 13. So they've
I
kind of
think Kingdom Hearts is still going to be exclusive. Maybe.
Is it really?
I think.
But that's
don't quote me on that. I'll have to look that up.
That's a little bit different because Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are still somewhat separate. So
yeah. But they have Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Is anyone excited for that? I don't know how I feel.
I never played the first one.
I didn't really either, and like I understand that it's like a big deal because people have wanted this for a long time.
Yeah,
but
the
has
trailer
it been too long?
They just released like a gameplay trailer that looked really
did they
good.
show gameplay? Good. I haven't seen
It
that
looks
yet.
really
I would
good.
like to see it.
gameplay trailer.
Yeah, alpha gameplay. Yeah, but it
always,
looks very good.
Good. That's good,
The
at least.
mocap. There's a girl who's spinning like this bow staff around, and the chick on the
And
the
just,
chick's
it just
mirroring
looks
it.
good.
It looks really fucking
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
I will say that.
All right.
There's Rage 2, which
I have some things about Rage 2.
no one thought
That ranks up there with the how the fuck did this get made right along Halo 2.
Yeah,
Halo Wars 2.
Yeah.
I feel like Rage 2 had good mechanics. Mechanically,
Rage.
Rage. Sorry. I don't know why I said Rage. One. That's all right. The first Rage had solid mechanics. I thought it was a solid first-person shooter. Animations were smooth and fluid and really cool. They just really lost it with the story. Oh yeah, the boomerang thing was the coolest thing ever. The wing stick, I just wanted a full gameplay of just wing stick. That's it. That's all I'd use.
And Jeff and I were talking about this. I don't even know if it was so much the ending, although I mean, ending a story does affect it. But I mean, a bad story's never sunk a good game.
No, yeah.
I think it was its proximity to Borderlands and Fallout, and that people were making those comparisons, and no one at id went, no, they're not really. Yeah. It's kind of maybe, but it's like it's a very linear sci-fi shooter in a post-apocalyptic world with like I would almost have drawn the comparison to some of their stuff. It's like Doom. It's like Doom. Yeah. It's like Doom in a post-apocalyptic world. It's going to be very linear. It's going to be, wild and crazy weapons. Yep. We have a crafting system. You're going to meet some really crazy and interesting characters, and there's going to be like maybe hubs and vehicles, but like they just didn't. They didn't market it well. Yeah, I think that was ultimately the thing is they didn't market it well.
There were a lot of factors that
didn't like delineate it.
There are a lot of factors that did not help it for sure. But I feel like, and I'm forever hopeful, so I will always feel like this. I feel like they might have learned from their mistakes. Mm-hmm. They're not going to pull a Battlefront 2. They're gonna make I think, especially id Software has been knocking it out of the park recently. id Software has been bringing back some of their old games, and they've just been doing such an amazing job.
Doom was one of the best games I played last year.
Doom was amazing. Yeah. Doom was so good.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein
is
phenomenal. They brought back Quake recently, I'm pretty sure, and people are avidly playing that, I believe.
No, it's still Quake. It's like Quake Heroes or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's still like an alpha or something.
Okay.
More than likely they're going to show it that'll be on display.
Yeah,
I'm betting it'll be on display.
It's a closed alpha.
Yeah, but that's going to bring people back too. Yeah. Like I think that they will turn this around, and I think they will make a solid experience.
Kevin and I were talking. Rage is probably going to be their centerpiece showcase. Then.
Probably
because there's a lot of rumor about Starfield, but there is nothing about Rage 2. So Rage 2 might be what they're throwing their weight behind.
Maybe, and who knows that I've seen the best comparison I can make is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 1 bombed. People didn't like it because it was very repetitive, very boring, very the same thing.
I don't know if it bombed, but like critically, I think critically it didn't do well.
Yes.
And I think commercially it did okay, and that's why it did.
But then you get Assassin's Creed 2,
which
they
really
changed everything, revamped it. That's I've played every one since 2. Like they're great.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm hoping for with this is that Rage 1 was an all right game. Some people apparently I never played it. Some people apparently really liked it. So
I liked it.
But then maybe Rage 2 will come and iron out those problems and just be like, here's this. Check out all my other cool shit I'm throwing out too.
Another game, Uncharted syndrome.
I think Rage benefited from time. I think the longer people got away from it and they forgot the comparisons to Fallout and Borderlands, and people may have got introduced to it, it fared well in that regard, I think, because it's still to this. I mean, if I could get it, I don't know if it's backwards compatible right now. If it was, I might actually pick it up because it's a lot of fun. Then there's
a game called Dreams.
I was looking into that, and from
Isn't that the PlayStation?
Here, let me read what notes I wrote down.
That's the Media Molecule game, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's PS4 only.
Yeah.
So I have one note here for Dreams. It's Little Big Planet meets making whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, is that what it's supposed to be?
That seems what it is. Have you seen the trailer for it?
No.
Because it does look pretty in depth. It looks like creating
dope.
your own kind of
awesome.
world.
I'm not creative, but I love the weirdos online who are creative.
And I haven't done too much digging with it. I mainly watched the trailer. It does look cool. It does look interesting. I don't know though. I feel like it's going to be another one of those games that it will be cool for a while, but then might just kind of drop off.
Maybe.
Unless mechanically, like we're talking like a Mario Maker situation where if you can make
bring
whatever
Mario
you want,
Maker to Switch.
But the problem with Dreams is that, from what it sounds like, it's only user-generated content. So there's not really...
From the get-go, it's only,
That's what it sounds like.
Interesting.
Like, there might be, like, 2 or 3, demo things. But it's supposed to be user-generated.
Run by the community.
And it's
Gotta worry about that. Gotta worry about that.
Why don't you ask Project Spark how well that works?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, oh man, that was a thing.
And also just run by the community is like...
you gotta worry.
I was raised by the internet, dude. Like, I know how shitty the internet is. Like, that's not...
I do hope that it is one of those situations where they give you complete freedom.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then I think it can run. It's the same thing with like Far Cry 5's arcade mode. I think that'll run for years, man. I do. There are still people actively playing it. I looked at that map editor and I was fucking floored. Because that is amazing. It is amazing what you can do in that map editor. It's a whole separate program that you open up. Like, it was pretty crazy. And I feel like I played like a couple missions that people created, and they created full blown like story missions. It's really cool. So if this is done right, I think it might be good. Always high hopes, you know. How high can I make my voice?
Another one that I am very excited about. I'm all about
Last of Us 2.
Yes. I can't wait to hear about what happens to Ellie.
I'm never letting
Ellie
this down.
and Joel and the rest of whatever.
Never being let down ever.
Anyway, great game. If you like it, you like it. Cool. I didn't like it though. I mean, be mad at me. That's
how
fine.
many times are we gonna explain this? Because I'll make it happen every episode. I swear to God.
Lego DC villains.
Oh yeah.
I'm like fuck Last of Us. Yeah. Lego DC villains though. Like. I love the Lego games. I've played all of them.
They're solid, and they're for everyone.
They're
and
very
that's
fun.
What's really cool.
They know what they are. They don't try to do crazy things. No. They change it up little by little.
Make light of situation. They make everything comedic in their own way, and that's kind of smart.
And it's I like them. I mean, like they're not for everybody. Don't get me wrong. Some of them do get a little childish at some points and stuff like that. But I like them a lot. So I'm excited for that one. Then, everything on here seems to be on both platforms, on Xbox and PS4, except for Dreams.
Which, I believe is PS4 exclusive, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, Metroid Prime is Switch exclusive, Smash Bros. Switch exclusive, of course. Everything else across this list seems to be, not exclusive, not console exclusive.
Well, that's a question I would like to ask, because exclusives are always big in people's minds, but like aside from God of War, what other PlayStation exclusives are coming out this year, or have been announced, or anything this year?
Persona 5 was an exclusive. Ni no Kuni 2 was an exclusive. It's a lot more.
Persona 5 was last year.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like 2018.
Oh, Ni no Kuni came out this year. There's a lot of.
I don't know what Code Vein is on. I only mentioned because From Software did the whole Bloodborne thing, which was PS4 exclusive. So I imagine maybe they might try to take that. I haven't looked into it.
I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head how many exclusives there actively are right now that have come out this year. But like,
we're not even just come out this year. What's announced this year for Sony other than
Days Gone?
Yeah, I was gonna say Days Gone, but
Days Gone is. I was about to say Days Gone is already
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay.
September.
Yeah. I forgot about. Spider-Man.
That's not on my list of games that make me soft. Days Gone. But I'm a little soft for it.
There's a couple, but I mean on the other swing of that, Xbox has some exclusives that they're announcing. Forza Horizon 5.
No, that's a big surprise.
But I actually really like the Forza Horizon.
No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, like saying
yeah.
a Forza is gonna. There's gonna be a Forza is like saying Nintendo's gonna do a Zelda. It's
like the Forza Horizon games. I don't like the motorsport ones. I like the Forza Horizon ones though, because it's just like crazy. I think
Horizons are usually a little more arcadey.
Yeah, I like those ones. Like the one that came out like last year before.
It was
last?
in Australia and all.
Yeah,
that
it was in
stuff.
Australia, but you got to like set up like this huge concert and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot.
There was Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know if that was talking about 2018 exclusives. Last of Us 2 obviously is going to be.
I don't know if that's coming out this year or next year.
I hope it comes out this year.
I don't think so. I think you're probably looking at the earliest 2019 for Last of Us 2.
I think so too. Especially if this is like the first time we're
Like
seeing
they haven't
it.
even shown any
Like
gameplay
or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just going to like
but
potential, I guess.
I think we are going to see some games this year that are, and it'll be out this year. It'll be out this time, and it's announced this year. But we're still not at the point where the vast majority of games are going to be announced and released in the same.
No, yeah.
You're going to see that probably from Bethesda because Bethesda has kind of set that precedent. But
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't know if that's an exclusive or not.
I think it might be.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is an exclusive.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I would love Square Enix. Please let that game come out this year. That's all I'm saying. Like I could care. I love Borderlands 3. I love it so much. I'm so excited for Borderlands 3.
Boys, Detroit Become Human. Anybody?
I mean, that's true.
Oh, I forgot about Detroit.
Okay. Actually,
large sci
there's the
Nixon.
demo up and people like it.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna lay it down. I'm saying I think
there's
David Cage aside, I think he's learned, and I think that it's kind of an ongoing thing where they had Indigo Prophecy, which was meh. They had Heavy Rain, which I thought was amazing.
Heavy Rain was great.
I loved Heavy Rain so much. They had Beyond Two Souls, which was kind of cool, but it was very linear and kind of meh. And then I think they're going to bring it back with this one. I think it's going to be really cool. And I will remain forever hopeful.
I'll play it. I've played all of his games so far, except for his original one with David Bowie. But I mean...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forget the name of that one.
Omicron something or other.
I haven't played that one, but it's like I've played all the other ones, so I'll play this one too.
There are a few, but
then I mean, the last thing on that list is Gears of War 5, which is kind of surprising to everyone, I feel.
Yeah.
I would have expected Halo. But once again,
Halo, as far as I can tell, is in a really weird place.
Yeah, we may see Halo. We may see it at E3. It'd be kind of funny if they listed it up there as Gears of War 5, and then you go to E3 and it's like fucking Halo 6, motherfuckers. That'd be pretty funny.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Or maybe what about a crossover, guys? Can we get a Gears of War Halo crossover? Let's do it.
Please.
I want to see Marcus Phoenix in there. Yeah.
Master Chief trying to get Cortana and shit.
I doubt
JD Phoenix now, people.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's all about
his son. Did he die in the 4th one?
I don't think he did.
Did Marcus?
I haven't played Gears 4, so I don't know.
I think he
did.
I mean,
JD's the main.
I played through it. I did, but I don't fully remember if he died or not.
I played some of it, and I just didn't care. I don't like the Gears of War games too much.
It's understandable.
I'm more of a Halo fan.
I just haven't got.
I like both. I feel like I like both equally in a weird way, though. I don't have an Xbox One, so that makes it very hard for me. And they didn't bring Halo 5 to PC. Yeah. So I couldn't really play. I could play Gears 4.
Brought a Halo to PC in a while.
Yeah,
Halo 2.
Which bums me out, man. I wish they would. I wish they'd, because I don't know. I don't really think it's enough for me to go get an Xbox One.
No, I don't blame you at all.
I want to play them and I want to experience the story because I love the Halo. I love the whole universe of Halo's expanse and amazing. I love it. It's great, but just haven't done it. Yeah. Another game that is to be announced, but is going to be a PS4 exclusive. That I'm very excited for. Death Stranding.
Oh
get some
yeah,
Kojima.
I hope.
Let's get some I want to see some of that gameplay.
I hope that's at E3.
What kind of a game is it? What kind of a game is it? Does anybody know what kind of a game it is?
That's the thing is, I don't care right now because it's like you haven't even shown gameplay, which tells me that game is still probably 3 years away at the minimum.
And also the issue with that was the fact that they were working on Silent Hills, and then that got canceled.
Yep.
Because Kojima left.
And then, Kojima went and made his own thing.
Yeah, and so then now he still has Norman Reedus. He's still got Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
Well, but Silent Hills was canceled before he left. I think the whole thing of it being canceled was one of the reasons why he left.
From what I remember, their relationship was strained working through.
Yeah, it was strained to begin.
Metal Gear Solid 5 too, so that was a big thing. But I mean, like, I love Kojima. I do. His games are great. I love how weird he is.
He's such a weird. He's a genius, and some like just cinematically the way that he does things is amazing.
I'll pick up Death Stranding. I
know I will too.
I actually don't want to see anything about it. Like I just want to play it.
Yeah.
I just want to experience it because I've just from watching that fucking trailer.
Dude, it's all fun. It's so weird and it's so interesting. And I don't know if I want him to make a whole new universe like MGS. I don't know if he's gonna do like more like Death Strandings here and there.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to see that.
It'd be cool if it was like a Black Mirror-esque type thing where it's like Death Stranding 2 has nothing to do with the first one.
The same universe
what I
kind
love
of
is
thing.
He's going to play a swap, and it's going to be like a mech suit game inspired by like Zone of the Enders or some shit. It's like this has all been some sort of big ruse.
Yeah.
I mean, Kojima would do that. That's totally
he just put
a
out
thing.
the weirdest fucking trailer he could. He's like, watch, they're all going to freak out, and you know what they're going to play?
Guys.
They're going to play Armored Core 12.
Yes,
you know, like
and it has a daylight mechanic, so you have to go out in the sun to charge the special PS4 controller they're going to sell you for it.
Yeah. It's just something just ridiculous, and it's like, yes, dude, let's get into that.
Oh,
it's actually just Hey You Pikachu 2.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude, finally. Kojima's amazing.
You just scream into your PS4 controller for an hour, and then Pikachu looks at you, and you're like, you piece of shit.
Motherfucker. At the end of the day, Kojima's amazing, and I don't think he can do wrong.
I mean, we'll see. I think since this is his first one by himself, maybe.
I feel like there's stuff to be worried about, for sure.
I mean, like, my thing is there's nobody wrangling him in. That's my thing. This is his company now. He made this company. So it's like, there's no one being like, Kojima. That's fucking weird, dog.
Like, I can't wait. I want to see unhinged Kojima.
Oh, man. I think this is it then, man. I mean... Oh, what was the meme of like when you're really rich and you want to make your friends do weird shit? It's Norman Reedus holding like a fake baby, like naked, like. Yeah.
It's super. Yeah. So
to be announced, Norman Reedus and the Crazy Fetus.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
New band name.
I mean that's the extent of the list that we have. I mean, I hope that this stuff is real. I mean, I guess there's not really too many things on here that I'm like super stoked about. Borderlands 3, I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros, Metroid Prime, just because I'm the only person in this room who has a Switch. Oh, Joe has a Switch too. Never mind. So it's just stuff like that. Like, I'm excited for those. Like, those look cool. Gears of War 5, Splinter Cell, I take it back. I'm actually very excited for Splinter Cell.
I'm so excited for Splinter Cell. The last two were amazing in my eyes. I feel like mechanically, they got the feel down.
I also feel like since Metal Gear Solid 5 took kind of a weird turn,
unfortunately,
that there hasn't been a true to life stealth game in a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think if they make it like that, like, no, this is a stealth fucking game. You are a fucking espionage agent, dude. Like, you're Sam fucking Fisher, you know? Like, don't.
He's so old now,
He's a
though.
co-op hero shooter.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
So,
hey, everything aside, though, the co-op thing that they had with both those Splinter Cells were really cool.
Yeah, they were cool.
They actually had like their own story.
It didn't take away from the story, though, because
it had its own thing. It was very cool. It was a very good idea.
I hope that that's good. It's Ubisoft, so Ubisoft has been killing it in my opinion lately. So I'm excited for that one too. Yeah. I normally really like the multiplayer they have on there too. Like, I think, what was the last one? Blacklist that came out?
Yeah, Blacklist.
They had the hackers versus mercenaries or whatever.
They actually, that was fun. They had that in Double Agent as well. Where
did they?
And Double Agent was like before they got the whole new mechanically thing, and so it was different. But it was a first person. You were a mercenary. You were protecting things that the other guys were trying to hack, and they were all third person. You know,
and
Splinter Cell agents.
Even on the DS.
Oh yeah, that happened, right?
I guess it was a Pandora Tomorrow or one of those. It's a long running mode.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it though. Yeah. I'm with you there. I think Splinter Cell is really cool. I love Sam Fisher. I think he's such an interesting character.
Yeah, it's great. I think like they're solid games, so I can't wait until it comes out. I'll pick that one up day one.
Yeah.
And play the shit out of the story, and then whenever they patch the online, 5 times, then I'll play online. As they tend to do.
That's been Ubisoft's thing, and
man, but it's gotten good.
It's been working.
I got, but I mean that kind of wraps it up for the main part of the podcast. For the end, we can end it with Jordan and the games that he is soft for.
Oh boy!
And we can talk about one of those.
This is my favorite segment here.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. I think that's manageable.
Okay.
So, games that I'm completely soft for.
Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am completely soft for Star Citizen.
Oh yeah.
I am so tremendously soft for that game.
Yeah.
I want it to be good, obviously. Tremendously.
What game?
Yeah, exactly.
for the garage simulator.
Like I don't remember when it was announced. I don't remember when it was released. I remember I picked it up and I was like, okay, this may be 2011.
Yeah.
That's way farther than I thought.
And their Kickstarter started in 2012.
Jesus Christ! It sounds like such an ambitious idea, and it sounds so cool. And I think it could be really good if they would just crack down and do it. There are so many things that they've decided to do in the past, though, that really grind my gears. I don't like paying $1,000 for a ship that I can look at. Why?
Another fun fact, the first playable demo alpha was in 2013.
2013 first play, and I bet it wasn't even actually playable. I remember when I first woke up, I immediately started in a wall. There are just some things that I want it to be good, obviously. But I feel like at the point that they actually version 1 release it, there's already going to be something out there that's significantly better, right? I feel do you think that they can even do it?
There already is something better, and it's called Elite Dangerous. They started with the right thing.
Yeah.
And I imagine by the time...
Jesus.
What? Are you okay?
Sorry.
Are you right there? What happened?
I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt here for a second. So I just typed in Star Citizen, and the first thing I saw was a video saying, should you buy the Hercules Star Lifter? So I was like, I'm curious. I know there's microtransactions in this game. Let me look up how much this fucking ship costs. So just to give you an idea, they raised $60 million at this point for this.
No, this game has raised over $100 million.
Oh, is it? Never mind.
They've raised $60 million in the last 2 years.
That's what it is in the last 2 years.
Hire some people and make a game.
At this point, okay. So this is the Crusader Hercules ship. So it says the C2. This is gonna take a second.
Yeah.
The C2 Hercules ship, $360. Now it gets better. Okay, so the C2 Hercules War Bond, $300. This is just for the ship.
Yeah.
This one, the M2 Hercules, standalone ship. Hold on, let me click on more info really quick and let me see what this says. So,
it's absurd, man. It's fucking crazy.
I'm just gonna read the description really quick. So it says the M2 Hercules is the UEE's premier tactical star lifter. The ship's potent combination of capacity, maneuverability, and durability make it the obvious choice in large-scale transport. And a robust weapon package ensures your cargo and crew gets to where they're going in one piece. $480.
It's absurd, man.
$480.
What I hate is so they're making this big game.
I'm sorry.
Oh god.
That's not all.
Hold on. Just to give some clarity. According to Forbes, as of January 9th, 2017, Star Citizen lumbers into 2017 with $141 million in crowdfunding. So they earned $30+ million last year, so they're close to $180 million raised over 6 years, and they've still not released it.
And they're still in 3.1 alpha. I actually just saw that.
I wish there was a video camera here to show my rage.
But this is where it gets ridiculous. Yeah, I showed you that, right? The A2 Hercules standalone ship. 1 second, I'm gonna click on the more info thing. where it says that it's the devastating effect airborne assault, search and rescue operation, blah, 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 will double the firepower of the M2 and a custom bomb bay capable of delivering. They take their time on this. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like this is very.
I mean, they've got detail, but they have the time for it. Yeah, seriously.
$700.
That's insane. That is actually crazy.
For a ship.
That is
No. That's not the bananas part. There are people buying
There are people buying this. Sure. There are people that buy these things. Like
let that sink in.
Listen, price. I can look up stuff by price.
It keeps going.
No, I can just look up stuff by price.
There is.
Okay, so the A2 Hercules ship is the most expensive. So the Aurora ES to A2, you can upgrade your ships. That's only $680. You save $20 if you bought this other ship.
Oh wow, only $680. Wow.
Yeah, I guess that the Hercules is the new thing that they're allowing you to upgrade to, but it ranges from $700 to $600 to.
Do me a favor while I rant. Look up the least expensive ship and tell me how expensive that is. So like this is the thing that really drives me crazy is that they're making a massive multiplayer game, right? That's the idea, is that they want a game where everyone's playing in this one universe. Why does it cost? You need to spend at least like $100 to get a ship that has 2 seats in it for you and someone else. That if you're trying to play with your friends, like that seems insane to me.
I mean, okay, so those are skins,
and
so there's a lot of stuff on here to upgrade one ship to another one. And those are like $5.
Yeah.
As far as like the first standalone ship I haven't found yet. I'm just saying the lowest upgrades I've found so far are $5.
Okay. It's just it makes no sense to me. I don't know why. I do know why. I don't know why I said I don't know why. People are spending money on this. People are giving them money, and I don't think they're doing anything with it. This is a DayZ situation in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't think it's that they're doing any money with it. They don't have anyone who can put pressure on them to tell them to meet deadlines and milestones.
Yeah, I believe that.
I've said it before on this one. Publishers are good things. Publishers can put their leverage on the developer and make the developer make tough decisions on what to cut, what we can't make, and stuff like that. And I don't think the developers of Star Citizen have someone telling them to do that. So they're just, or they're in a position where they're completely lost. They can't actually deliver, and they don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
See,
that
my
makes
thing
sense.
is like with you got a version of people doing it the wrong way, Star Citizen, and then doing it the right way with Elite. Because they start with that main gameplay loop. You're going to be in your ship all the time. So they focused on that. And they're slowly implementing land vehicles and they've even talked about on foot stuff.
Well, hold on, question. Can you actually get out of your ship on Elite Dangerous?
You can get in a little SRV buggy type thing and drive around on the planet.
I feel like that's kind of the main difference. I get that they do like the space flight and the exploration really well. I saw the thing with the alien, the spacecraft, which was one of the coolest fucking things. Cool stuff going on. That's such an interesting idea that there's like a chance, just a small chance that you warp and you run into this ship, which is so cool.
And so like I've always been of the opinion that by the time Elite has on-foot exploration, Star Citizen will still not be out.
Yeah, I believe that.
Just because the Elite has this solid foundation of like, here's what we're releasing every year. They have this huge conference. Like, here's what's coming.
Yeah.
And it's just expanding upon that core gameplay loop of being in your ship.
I feel like they're good about their community too, though. I feel like they listen to feedback. I don't know how. I don't have a lot of trust.
Cheapest ship, $20.
$20, okay. That's not bad, I guess.
That is bad though. I mean, your game's not.
And that's because I don't think you actually just get a ship. I think you have to buy one, and I think that's one of the bad things too. Is that you buy this full game, and then they force you to buy more stuff.
It says right here. This is not a game package. Please note a game package is required to the game and access and required to play the game and fly or access your ships. Let me click on game package really quick.
We're learning, everybody.
It's $45 for a starter pack.
Whereas in Elite, the only time I spent real money outside of the original purchase was for cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
And like, that's all it is.
Which,
it's fantastic.
I'm fine with that. I love the cosmetics. I'm okay with spending the money. Cosmetics. It's
crazy too. It's the Shroud of the Avatar.
Yeah, man.
All over. But except for at least Shroud of the Avatar is out and you can play it.
Yeah, right. And at the end of the day, I guess that's just it. Is that Star Citizen just makes me so fucking soft.
Yeah. It's too bad that that's how some games are made.
Yeah.
Because Star Citizen, like Joe's point, they've made over almost $180 million, and people don't care.
No.
Like, people who actively want this game to come out have no problem dropping more money on it. Yep. They want it to come out. They're like, no, it's going to come out. It's going to be the fucking best game I ever played. It's going to be great. I love it so much. You know, it's like, cool. That's awesome. You know, you do you. I can't really say anything, but I also think that this sets a very bad precedent for...
I don't think it does, because I think a lot of people see how bad... I mean, when people talk about it that aren't fans of it, it's getting derided. It's getting like, how can this... I don't think there's any developer out there that looks and goes, this is a model that will work.
Yeah. And I think that... I mean, I just hope that other companies don't think they can get away with this and do that.
I don't think they will.
Because to Joe's point, publishers are good because of the fact that they will slap you and tell you you're being stupid and tell you, like, no, this needs to come out now. Like, you're wasting time and money and everything else. And I think...
don't get me wrong. I don't think publishers are altruistic and they're out there for the best benefits of the gamers out there. But at the end of the day, they need to make a product that sells.
Yes.
Which means they've got to cooperate with the gamers, because gamers are the people who buy it. Mm-hmm. But they also can keep these dreamers, these creative types that may not be able to wrangle themselves, may not be able to make the hard decisions, and be that point that force them to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully it comes out eventually, and hopefully people like it. Hopefully it's as good as $180 million, can be.
Star Citizen is right up there with Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII. I would be amazed if it ever sees the light of day.
Yeah.
Hey man, Duke Nukem did it, and that was amazing.
That's true. On that note,
Half-Life 3, that's another one.
Yeah. On that note, well, thank you guys for listening to episode 6 of the All Chat podcast. Once again, I'm Brandon. You guys can follow me at BrandonBomber89 on Twitter, and just tweet at me stupid stuff or questions you want to ask me. And then we have Nixon, who is
Joseph_Ethan. I've only been here twice, and I know it by now, and you still don't.
Joseph_Ethan for Twitter. And then Jordan, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Jabsley, or you can find me, more importantly, on my YouTube channel, at the Alt F Broadcast. They just released a Far Cry 5 video, and you should check it out.
The soundtrack is dope on the video.
Oh, dude, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, man, it means so much. Thank you so much.
And then Joe.
If you want to follow someone who doesn't ever speak on Twitter, you can follow the letter J, Connell, Connel, Cowan, Cowan.
There we go.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.